Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video that has been requested so much. I have to do it because you guys have requested this over the years so many times, and that is a video on my morning routine. I have a morning routine and I've had one for quite a long time, and when I say morning routine, I don't really mean just like how I do my hair and my makeup. I really don't mean that. That's not what I plan to show today. What I mean with my morning routine is what I do for like my quiet time in the morning. You guys sometimes hear me call it my God time. Essentially, it's just the time that I spend by myself to get quiet, to talk to God, to read my Bible, to journal, to do some self-development, self-care type stuff. And a lot of you guys have asked about it because I think when it comes to like quiet time in the morning, whether you're a Christian or you're just a non-believer who wants a quiet morning time to build themselves up in other ways, I think sometimes it can be kind of like going into meditation. Like if you've never done meditation before or something like that, it's like, what do I do? Like, do I read? Do I do this? What should I be thinking about something? Like, I get it. It can be kind of maybe like you just feel lost. Let's just hop right into this video. It is currently the morning and I am in my pajamas. So pardon me. It is Saturday here, so it's actually a little bit later than normally my morning time is. Normally though, my God time is happening somewhere between 5 and 6 in the morning until 6, 7, 8. It depends. In times in my life where I find that I'm struggling more emotionally or mentally or anything like that, I will drag out my God time to be sometimes 2.5 hours. But in general, I would say my average like morning time is probably about an hour, hour and a half. When I start my day out every day, the first thing I do is I go downstairs and I get some coffee. I'm actually in the process of cutting back on caffeine, but even when I cut back on caffeine, I still have decaf coffee because I just love the taste of coffee in the morning and I just love having that as part of my morning routine. I can't even imagine my morning routine without coffee. So I might pet the kitties and see how they're doing. Usually Nacho is right outside our door right when I wake up, so can't miss her. Once I'm settled in with my coffee, the first thing that I like to do to kind of start my morning routine is to either pray and thank God for just stuff that I'm grateful for, or sometimes I'll even do this thing in my journal where I write out 3 like titles: gratitude, affirmations, and intentions. So I'll just write at the top, like you guys see here, gratitude and affirmations. The next page says intentions. So I do this to kind of just get my mind in the right frame of mind, so I'm not just coming in here like a whirlwind of a person. I can be kind of like a little tornado as I like move throughout my house, even in the morning, and I'm like thinking about stuff and I'm worried about stuff and I want to check my email. And I should also say that I try to not ever look at my phone until I'm totally through with my morning routine. If I look at my phone, I'm gonna see a text message or an email or something on social media that's gonna distract me, that I'm gonna be thinking about during my God time, and I really wanna be super centered and focused during my God time. So my rule for myself generally is no electronics, no email, no phone, no anything until after I'm done with my God time, so I can focus on this and just worry about the rest of the world when I'm done. So yeah, under gratitude, I write down things that I'm thankful for, things that I'm so blessed to have, that I just want to share my gratitude with God and tell him that I'm thankful to him for the things that he's given me, the things that I am aware that I've been blessed with, because whether you're a Christian or not, staying grateful is obviously so key to maintaining some happiness and some peace. If you are constantly thinking about the next thing, the things that you want, the things that you don't have, rather than the things that you already do have, your frame of mind is just going to constantly be in like the rat race, right? Like thinking about what you don't have, the body you don't have, the person you don't have, the marriage you don't have, the house you don't have, whatever that might be. So staying grateful for me has been key, and just kind of slowing down and being like, okay, I have so many great things. God has blessed me so much. I'm going to focus on that instead of be thinking about, oh, I want that next thing. I want to go after that. I want to do this with my business. This just really centers me and helps me slow down and really prepare to kind of have a good God time. The next thing that I do is affirmations. If you've never heard of like affirmations before, what it really is to me is just things that I'm saying about myself that I either know are true or I'm expecting to be true. So like one thing I might write is, I'm a child of God and he loves me so much. That's true to me. I believe that's true. I'm reminding myself in case I'm ever in a place where I feel unloved or I feel, you know, like nobody cares or whatever. So yeah, that's just some examples of things that I write as affirmations. So you could write anything that you either believe about yourself to be true that maybe you need a reminder of, or things that you want to be true. things that you want to be, things that you want to have happen in your life. I'm a successful person. I'm a happy person. I attract amazing friendships, whatever you want to be true. Those are things that I call affirmations, because you're just affirming to yourself, this is the direction I want my life to go in, and this is how I want to be. The last thing that I write is intentions. And now that's like intentions for the day, things that I want to get done, things that I want the day to be about. Like, so today's Saturday, today's a check-in day with my clients. So my intention today would to be fully present with my check-ins and to help my clients in every way possible. That would be an intention for me today. I also am hanging out with a girlfriend for a couple of hours today, and so my intention also might be, I want to be fully present and disconnected from my phone while I'm with my friend so I can completely enjoy her company. I may write just 2 or 3 intentions, or I might write like 7 or 8 intentions, just a bunch of stuff that I'm like, this is what I want to do today. This is my thing. I'm going to get it done. So you can spend 5 minutes on this exercise. You could spend 20 minutes on this exercise, whatever you want to do. If I'm doing it at the beginning of my God time though, it's usually just really quick. Like, what are some things in my head that I need to get down on paper? What are some insecurities I'm feeling right now heading into this that I just want to address with some affirmations? Yeah. After that, my God time kind of can vary. I might just go into reading my Bible, or I might read a devotional that I have. I like devotionals because they're kind of like guided. Like, if you are new to reading the Bible and you're like, I don't really know where to start, devotionals are awesome because they're little short snippets, usually just like a page or 2 long, of something encouraging and helpful written based on the Bible, and it includes scripture so you can look and read in the Bible what this is talking about, but it's maybe not as overwhelming as just like, where do I begin? Well, this one is the Battlefield of the Mind devotional. This is based off the book by Joyce Meyer, which I've said so many times is one of my favorite books ever, Battlefield of the Mind. I love this one because it's a lot of stuff based on like mindset, like a lot of stuff around stress and anxiety and fear and worry, and what the Bible says about that and how to work through that in a way that God intended for us to work through it. So I love this one. Another one that's really awesome is one called Unshakable. I think that's one for women specifically. And then Jesus Calling, which I'm sure you've seen a dozen times, like screenshot in people's Instagram story. It's just a very popular devotional, and yeah, those are both really good. I think those have just like 1 page of a devotional. So if you're looking for one, I recommend one of those, or maybe even this Battlefield of the Mind one. If I don't launch right into reading my Bible or doing a devotional, because sometimes I don't, sometimes that's not what I feel led to do, I will move right into some book, some like faith-based book. Right now I'm reading Switch on Your Brain by Caroline Leaf, which is actually kind of a mix of like psychology and Christianity. Like, it's talking about how God designed our brains and how they're meant to function, and how we were actually wired for love and peace. We were not wired for hate and anxiety and all this stuff that the world kind of like throws on us and makes us feel. This is just an amazing book that just really reminds me on how to like the tactical stuff behind like renewing your mind. If you've ever read the book of Romans in the Bible, they talk about how we're supposed to be renewing our minds, which is essentially like constantly working on getting rid of the old stuff, the crappy mindset, the negative thoughts, the judgmental thoughts, and putting good thoughts in our head, like happy thoughts, thoughts about what's true, what's honest. So this book is just like really guided in helping people do that, especially since lately I've shared on Instagram that I feel like I've been struggling more lately with anxiety and possibly depression. And so going through this, it's just been what I need. And that's basically what I'm saying here, is that find a book that maybe speaks to an issue you're going through, or something that relates to you, or something that you want to learn more about. So while I do that, I also have like, this is like my God specific journal, where this is stuff that I read in like a Christian book, or I read in the Bible and I just want to take notes, or you know, my prayer journal, the things that I feel like God's speaking to me, that's what I put in here. And I actually have a whole separate notebook for what I'm about to talk about next. So after I spend maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes reading out of like a Christian-based book, a faith-based book, I will often also do some sort of self-help, self-care book after that, that maybe isn't like faith-based, maybe isn't like Christian, but it's something that's gonna grow me in other ways. It's gonna challenge me psychologically, is going to challenge me in my business, in my relationships. So I might read a book like How to Win Friends and Influence People, or I love this book. I just read this year called The Four Agreements. So this is like a business book. This is more of like a self-help book, if you will. So I will usually then move into a book like this just because I want to be self-helped in so many ways. I want to continue to build my relationship with Christ and be built up in my faith, but then I also want to be built up in the other areas of my life, in my business, in my relationships, in my general well-being mentally and emotionally. So this is why my God time can sometimes be an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes longer. And it's also why I get up at like 5 in the morning a lot of times, is so that I can really fill my cup with this stuff. I can be filled with this information. I can let it kind of ruminate in my brain all day and just continue to help me and build me up as a person. If you are somebody who doesn't understand how to journal though, I get it. When I started doing like my God time a couple of years ago, I would have a journal and I would just never write anything in it. I'd be like, what do I say? What's worth writing down? What's not? I don't know. If you're a person like that, I get it. I recommend getting like a guided journal. There are so many types of guided journals that are health journals, fitness journals, self-help journals. Here's one that I have that's a fitness journal that somebody actually got me, some social media follower got me several years ago, and it's one that I just use in seasons. I don't use it all the time, but it's a fitness journal where it says like what you're grateful for, your wins of the day, what you ate, all this kind of stuff, reflecting on today's mood, things that inspired you, some place just for general journaling. Or this one I have is called the Morning Sidekick Journal. This is one I'm trying to get myself to use consistently, because this one is about building a habit, and it's literally day by day, day 2 challenge, day 3, like, and there's journaling prompts, there's questions, there's things that are keeping you accountable for something like a habit that you're trying to build. My most important task for the day is, one way I can improve my life by 1% today is 2 distractions I can minimize. Just really, really cool. Really, really cool journal. Yeah, that's called the Morning Sidekick Journal. And I think this company actually has several guided journals. I think they have a fitness one, they have another one. But anyway, if you're somebody who's like, I need to be told what to do, I can't think early in the morning about different things, like, I feel you, I get you. This might be a great start for you, is to start with something like that, so that you don't sit around in your morning routine and feel like, what do I do? So yeah, that's basically what I do for my morning routine. I've just been asked this so many times. I wanted to just do a video like this and tell you what it is that I do. I have to tell you, this has dramatically changed my life. I would say I didn't start consistently doing this until probably 2015. Like, I've been a Christian my whole life, but I've never made it a consistent daily habit of studying the word, reading a lot of books until probably 2015. Yeah. And yeah, it's just game changing. I could not live my life and continue to grow and be challenged and do the things that I do on a daily basis without this in place, because this just helps me so much. So that's all I've got for you guys in this video. Let me know below what your morning routine is like, what you do for your morning routine. I'm always looking for ways to like improve mine or change it up to make more sense for me, whatever. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!